used to sway beneath the stars, two hearts in time like soft guitars. The music wrapped around our feet, each glance, each turn so bittersweet. Your hand in mine, a ballroom dream, reflected lights on skin and seam. Now dust has claimed the hardwood floor, and you don't knock here anymore. Once we danced, now we don't. Used to float, now I won't. The records still play, but you've gone away, and rhythm means nothing alone. Once we danced, now we don't. I try to waltz through empty air, your laugh, your steps, they're never there. The metronome just marks the ache of all the moves we'll never make. The mirror still recalls your smile that led me round in love a while. But silence took your final cue, and I keep dancing just with you. Once we danced, now we don't. Once you led, now I won't. The floorboards creak, the nights are bleak. This solo was never my own. Once we danced, now we don't. I count the beats but lose my place, still twirling in your ghost's embrace. The spotlight fades, the curtains close. I miss the steps that no one knows. Once we danced, now we don't. Once held close, now remote. Love took a bow, there's no more now. Just echoes and shoes left alone. Once we danced. You stood at the corner with collar turned high. The clouds hung low in a lavender sky. No words were spoken, just silence and steam, as time slipped away like a half-finished dream. Your coat smelled of raindrops and yesterday smoke, and laughter that vanished with each word you spoke. You reached for my hand, but you held it too late, just like the rose in your pocket, our fate. A rose in the raincoat pocket, crushed by the weight of goodbye. Its petals were soft as a promise, but promises wilt when they lie. You wore it like hope in a buttonhole sigh, but I knew we'd already died. We danced in a doorway when the storm took its toll, with puddles reflecting the ache in our soul. Your lips lips brushed my cheek like the breeze through the trees, and left just a whisper that clung to the leaves. You said, don't remember me, darling, this way. But how can I not when the skies stay gray? The rose turned to velvet, then velvet to dust, like every old vow that we once called trust. A rose in the raincoat pocket, pressed to the beat of my chest. Its thorns left a trail in my longing, where love used to linger and rest. You walked into fog like a scene from a play, and I never asked you to stay. Now I keep that coat in the back of my mind, where buttons are missing and time's redefined. I smell the perfume of that long-lost parade, when your shadow was something I almost forgave. A rose in the raincoat pocket, still red in my memory's shade. It blooms every time that it's raining, though you and your footsteps have strayed. The pocket's still there, torn and true, but now it holds no one but blue. One rose, one coat, one love I outgrew. There's a window waiting at midnight, curtains swaying in moonlit grace. A lamp hums low in the corner, like it knows you won't show your face. I brew tea for two at 11. Now steam curls in a porcelain sight. My shadow grows longer with silence, while hours and hope pass me by. I'm a window waiting at midnight. I search in the cold cobblestone. Every tick of the clock feels like thunder. When you leave a heart so alone, the rain taps like secrets you whisper, but the wind says you're never coming home. The candle burns low on the table, melted down like the nights we shared. Your coat still hangs in the hallway, like you might come back if I cared. I press my lips to the window, fog glass kissed by foolish dreams. But glass never answers the questions that echo in midnight's extremes. I'm a window waiting at midnight, lit only by echoes and ache. Your promises flicker like fireflies, too brief and too easy to fake. I wait while the city keeps breathing, but inside my world doesn't wake. Maybe you're dancing in Paris, or lost in a song that's not mine. But I'm still here, counting raindrops, trapped in the turn of time. Still a window waiting at midnight, still a soul in a frame of glass. You're a name in a note I keep reading, in a chapter that never could pass. The light will go out with the morning, but tonight I'll wait just like the last. A window waiting at midnight. I found your letters in the cedar drawer, tied in silk from years before. Ink still fresh, but the love had dried, like a song that the silence denied. You called me darling, light of spring, a road of dances and a promised ring. But time had torn those pages thin and left the truth beneath my skin. Ashes in the love letterbox, whispers turn to smoke and loss. Every word once kissed by flame, now just shadows with no name. I watch them burn in evening's hush, your lies dissolve to ember dust. The fire crackled like your laugh, fading slow on a phonograph. The scent of ink, the feel of tears, the echo of our vanished years. I almost kept the final note, the one you never meant I'd quote. But paper begs for truth, not grace, so I set fire to your sweet disgrace. Ashes in the love letterbox, charred confessions, rusted locks. No key could open what you sealed, no thou survived what you concealed. I fed the flames our past to breathe, and let them take what's left of me. We rode in stars but lived in gray. Our heaven turned to yesterday. I lit a match, you lit the fuse, and both of us were bound to lose. Ashes in the love letterbox. The wind swept through the ticking clocks. I watched our poems curl and fade. In smoky truths we both betrayed. No need to read what's gone too far. Your words now dust beneath the stars. A name, a lie, a flame, a lock. Just ashes in the letterbox. The chair you sat in still pulled out, lipstick stain on your favorite cup. The window sighs with morning doubt, and I'm not strong enough to clean it up. No note beside the sugar jar, no whisper left in morning steam, just silence brewing where you are. Was it real or just a dream? Black coffee and no return. Your ghost still lingers while the pages burn. I sip regret, it's bitter and bold. Another story left untold. No sweet goodbye, no lesson learned, just black coffee and no return. The clock ticks loud in the quiet room, like a jazzman playing all alone. The toast went cold, the light went gloom. I stir the past with a steady moan. You always said you'd stay through storms, but lightning doesn't wait for dawn. You left behind familiar forms, but all your warmth is gone. Black coffee and no return. I play our song on a record horn. The scratch and hiss sound just like pain, repeating where your name remains. The kettle hums, the memories churn with black coffee and no return. Was it me or just the time? Did I miss the warning sign? Now all that's left are caffeine tears and echoes of forgotten years. Black coffee and no return. My lips are scorched, but I never learn. I waited dawn like I did last week, but promises don't dare to speak. You left your cup and let me yearn for black coffee and no return. Just rose lipstick on the porcelain rim, a half-smoked thought she left on whim. Steam still rising like her lies, trailing off with no goodbyes. She lit her smoke with shaking hands, dreams undone like slipping bands. The sugar stirred, but not too sweet, just enough to mask a feed. Cigarette in her teacup, smoke curls like her heart shut up. Said she'd stay for one more song, but jazz at dawn don't last that long. Ash and sorrow in her sip, truth balanced on her pale lip. The china clinked, the clock struck 2, her shadow faded with the blue. Perfume lingers in the lace, but love has vanished without trace. She left no number, left no name, just velvet silence in the frame. And in the cup a story floats of promises in smoky notes. Cigarette in her teacup, words burned down, no time to catch up. Every drag a dream misplaced, every sip a lie she faced. A fragile world she dared to tip, then vanished on a parting quip. She spoke in jazz and drank in blue, a chorus fading out of view. The band kept playing something slow, but even rhythm couldn't know. Cigarette in her teacup, the love ran cold before the sun's up. I watched the ash dissolve the light, another ghost in morning white. She left the flame, she left the slip, and one last kiss upon the lip. A cigarette in her teacup. She walked in like smoke and silk, eyes like dusk skin warm as milk. No words exchanged, just stolen time, 2 hearts beaten out of rhyme. The bar light caught her diamond stare, she laughed like she had time to spare. One kiss, one lie, a crimson trace left trembling on a crystal face. Crimson lipstick on his glass, the only sign that love could pass. A whisper fading in the foam, a spark too wild to take home. Moments crash, but feelings last, like crimson lipstick on his glass. The jazz band played a mournful tune, she vanished like a drunken moon. His drink half full, or was it gone? She took the night and left at dawn. Now every bar still feels like then. He scans the door, but not again. Just shadows danced where she had been, a scarlet ghost in smoky gin. Crimson lipstick on his glass, a fleeting truth, a fragile mask. No love notes left, no second round, just the silence of her sound. Time can't drink what can't surpass that crimson lipstick on his glass. Maybe she was never real, just a dream he dared to feel. But red remains on crystal clear, proof that once someone was near. Crimson lipstick on his glass, the echoes of a night too fast. No names exchanged, no tender vow, just memory sipping through the now. He'll toast again, but none will match that crimson lipstick on his glass. Still stained in red, though she's long past. Velvet hush on the empty stage. We played our roles page by page. You were the hero, bold and true. But even stars forget their cue. The spotlight dimmed on Act 3. No applause, just memory. Your coat still hangs behind the door, but echoes don't perform no more. Curtains close, so did we. Fell apart so silently. No final bow, no standing cheer, just faded lines we used to hear. You took your script, I kept the key. Curtains close, so did we. The makeup smeared from silent tears. We wore our love for fleeting years. A whispered line, then sudden black. The scene won't ever call us back. We built a stage on cigarette dreams, tied with thread and spotlight beams. But hearts don't hold with stage design, and love don't read its closing line. Curtains closed, so did we. Left behind in minor key. No encore for the parts we missed, just dust where once we danced and kissed. The show moved on, we failed to be. Curtains closed, so did we. single rose upon the set, the saddest play we won't forget. Curtains closed, so did we. Our final act, a memory. The lights went out, the echo stayed, a hollow stage where dreams decay. We bowed too late for destiny. Curtains closed, and so did we. Just velvet silence. She sways alone in the living room light, barefoot in pearls like a Saturday night. The record spins a scratchy waltz, the wine half full, the world at fault. The shadows stretch along the floor where once he stood by that old door. His laughter lingers in the air, but now there's nothing, only air. She's dancing with his ghost tonight, spinning slow in pale moonlight. No arms around her, no warm breath, just whispers wrapped in quiet death. He's gone, but still he holds her close. She's dancing with his ghost. She wore the dress he used to praise, the silk he touched in golden days. Each twirl's a tear, a stitched regret. Each step remembers, can't forget. She hums the song they call just ours. Faint perfume drifts like phantom hours. A chair still pulled out just for him, a toast to silence, lights gone dim. She's dancing with his ghost again, in time with memories and pain. A kiss imagined on her cheek, a voice that only she can speak. The music ends, but not the ache. She's dancing for his sake. He left in spring, but stayed in dreams, in echo rooms and midnight dreams. Though gone in flesh, he won't depart. He lives inside her haunted heart, still dancing with his ghost tonight. No need for stars or candlelight. The past plays on a soft refrain, a love too deep to die in vain. No one sees, but she still knows. she's dancing with his ghost. He's gone, but never far. Found a matchbook in the drawer, faded name from 44. Used to light our cigarettes, now it burns with old regrets. Every strike was like a spark, flickers dancing in the dark. You would smile, lean in to kiss. How did we fall out of this? Empty matchbook memories, burnt out dreams and used to be's. Tiny flames that used to glow, now just ashes in the snow. Can't relight what's long since gone, but I still strike, and you live on. Your cologne on flannel sleeves echoes in the autumn breeze. We'd write numbers, scribble notes, laugh in lipstick, cry in quotes. Every page a different flame, lit too fast, forgot the name. Now the book is just a shell of smoky nights and last farewells. Empty matchbook memories, tucked between old melodies. Torch songs, quiet cabaret, played as hearts were blown away. I turn the page, but there's no fire, just burnt ends and lost desire. If I could light the past once more, would you knock upon my door? But fire's cruel when love won't stay. It warms, then walks away. Empty matchbook memories, still I keep them close to me. Though the sparks have long burned through, they remind me once of you. No more flames, no place to be, just empty matchbook memories. Just one more light, but the fire's through. He walked in with a midnight rain, fedora low and eyes aflame. He played my heart like ivories, then vanished in a minor key. Our nights were smoke and candlelight, a velvet tune too soft to write. His touch a hush, his kiss a sigh, then came the silence, no goodbye. He's gone like a saxophone solo. sad, then fades so low. One long breath and he's not there, just echoes hanging in the air. No encore, no second show. He's gone like a saxophone solo. We danced beneath the speakeasy stars, shared verses over bourbon bars. He'd hum the blues against my skin, then ghost away like evening wind. His name still lives in minor chords, in empty booths and distant boards. The band still plays, but not for me. He took the song and lost the keys. Gone like a saxophone solo. All crescendo, then let go. Left no note, no trace, no tune. Just me and shadows in the room. That melody I'll always know. He's gone like a saxophone solo. Some solos end with thunder loud, but his was soft, a drifting cloud. And though the spotlight's long since dimmed, the final note still lives within. He's gone like a saxophone solo, slowly fading, soft and low, a whisper wrapped in golden brass, a love too lovely not to pass. He came, he played, then let me go. He's gone like a saxophone solo. We danced beneath the porch light bloom in late May nights, that side of June. He said, just wait, I won't be long, then kissed me soft and hummed our song. A ticket bought, a promise made, a summer planned in lemonade. But steam trains don't return on cue, and sometimes hearts forget what's true. He never came back in June. The robin sang our silver tune. The porch still swings, the lilacs bloom, but all I have's a fading moon. His letter spoke of New York nights and smoky bars with neon lights. He said the city's full of sound, but never said when he'd come round. I set the table just for two. The cat still waits like I still do, but every clock just ticks regret, and tea grows cold with no sunset. He never came back in June. still hums our silent tune. The breeze recalls his old cologne, but I'm just dancing here alone. Maybe love was never planned. Maybe June was secondhand. He left with springtime in his shoes and left me waltzing with the blues. He never came back in June, and autumn's knocking far too soon. If dreams return, they never stay. Like him, they always drift away. June still comes, but not with him. He said, wait for me when leaves turn gold. So I wore my rusted coat, stood bold. The windbrow whispers through the trees, but none of them were ever pleased. He painted dreams in amber tones, with promises and gramophone. Said he'd return with cider bread, but all I met was autumn's death. He promised autumn brought silence, left me dancing with the absence. No red leaves fell where we had planned, just empty gloves in empty hands. A symphony of what won't be. He promised autumn, left only me. The porch light flickered in the dusk. Our bench still smells like cedar musk, but all the notes he said he'd write turn ghostly pale in frostbite night. I made him tea he'll never sip, spoke to shadows with trembling lips. The phonograph just spins and groans, a song for ghosts and dial tones. He promised dawn brought silence, like a stage with no performance. No fire crackled in the hearth, just echoes where he tore my heart. A season lost to make believe. He promised autumn and made me grieve. Maybe fall was just a tale, a bedtime lie behind a veil. But even lies deserve a sound, not this silence that surrounds. He promised autumn brought silence. Now I walk through golden absence. Leaves still fall, The sky still turns, but nothing warms the way love burns. No notes, no words, just vacancy. He promised autumn and forgot me. He came with a storm in his smile, a coat soaked through but lips beguile. We danced beneath the leaky eaves. He said goodbye in autumn leaves. The puddles dried but not my eyes. His shadow's where my teardrop lies. He kissed me once and walked away. Now even thunder won't stay. He took the rain, left the blues, left no puddle I could use, no gray clouds to hide my cries, just blue notes hanging in the skies. He stole the storm, took all the clues. He took the rain, but left the blues. The vinyl spins a lonesome tune of coffee cups and empty rooms. No rhythm in this quiet ache, just broken chords that hearts don't fake. The window sighs, the curtains moan, the echo says I'm still alone. He said don't cry, the sun will shine, but now it burns what once was mine. He took the rain, left the blues, traded storms for silent shoes. No wet sidewalks, just dry regret and songs I haven't stopped playing yet. He washed away the love I knew. He took the rain, but left the blues. I'd trade my smile for one more storm, a dance with him while the night was warm. But all that's left are skies too clear and blues that no one wants to hear. He took the rain, left the blues, left me soaking in old news. His scent's gone, but the music stays, haunting me in minor ways. The drops are gone, the pain's my muse. He took the rain, but darling, he left the The steam was rising in the morning chill. I held my coat, but time stood still. His footsteps fading down the track. No turn around, no looking back. Coffee cooled beside my hand. A single suitcase, no wedding band. He said someday, just wait and see. that someday left without me. He's gone with the 8:15, left my heart on platform 13. Train smoke swirled like promises thin, and silence settled deep within. No note, no sign, just a routine. He's gone with the 8:15. We talked of Paris in the spring, of jazz clubs and a diamond ring. Now I replay each word he said while folding sheets on his side of the bed. The whistle cried, the brakes gave in, like love that stretched too paper thin. I waved at glass that wouldn't wave back, just shadows riding steel and track. He's gone with the 8:15, took the dreams, left the routine. No farewell kiss, no backward glance, just timetables and circumstance, a love that vanished in between. He's gone with the 8:15. Did he mean to break away, or did fear catch him mid-delay? Either way, I'm still here, counting trains, not years. He's gone with the 8:15. Now I'm a ghost in this machine. Platform echoes with my refrain of love lost on a morning train. I wore my best but stayed unseen. He's gone with the 8:15. And every morning I still listen. The door clicked soft, but the sound was loud in a room that once held dreams out loud. The coat she wore still haunts the chair, and whispers live where she's not there. The hallway tiles remember feet that danced with mine to midnight beats. Now every creak along the wall just repeats her final call. Her goodbye echoed in the horn, a final tear, no curtain call, just silence wrapped in soft perfume, and ghosts that pace this empty room. She left no letter, no last scroll, just her goodbye. Records spin but skip her tune. The plants still lean toward afternoon, but light don't feel the same at all. Since shadows grew, that echoes call. The keys she left still jingle low, like wind chimes swaying sad and slow. She said don't wait, but I remain a silent man in window pane. Her goodbye echoed in the hall like distant heels before they fall. Each step away, a bell, a chime, still ringing through forgotten time. No sound now soothes, no dreams enthrall, just her goodbye. Echoing the hall. Some nights I lean against the door, pretend she'll hum across the floor, but echoes lie and walls forget, and silence sings her silhouette. Her goodbye echoed in the hall. Memories stretch and teardrops crawl. If love must leave, let it be loud, not soft like her behind the shroud. I call her name, I beg, I stall, but all that comes is her goodbye, echoing the hall. The door clicked shut but left a trace, a whisper soft of her embrace. No words she had to say, just jasmine mist that chose to stay. Her heels once danced across this floor, now silence waits behind each door. The mirror caught her one last glance, then shadows led her final note dance. But her perfume still in the hallway lingers like a song we used to play, faint and sweet yet full of ache, a scent no memory can fake. She's gone but somehow still stays in her perfume and yesterday's haze. Tears beneath the hallway light, but sweeter still were nights we'd mend, with perfume kisses in the end. No candle lit, no scarf she dropped, just time that paused and never stopped, And though the world keeps moving on, that scent tells me where she belongs. Yes, her perfume still in the hallway, like ghostly jazz that won't decay. Though she's miles and heartbeats gone, the notes of her are lingering on. I breathe her in night or day, her perfume still in the hallway. The doorway's empty, but the coat remains, hanging silent through the nights and rains. A faded scent of where he's been, a shadow's touch on my skin. I trace the fabric worn and frayed, memories sewn in every braid. He left no words, no last embrace, just echoes time cannot erase. His coat still hangs there on the wall, a silent witness to it all. The nights we laughed, the tears we shared. His coat still hangs there, unprepared to say goodbye, to break the spell. His coat still hangs there, where he fell. The winter's chill creeps through the glass, but that coat holds the past. It smells of stories never told, of love once warm, now growing cold. I wear the silence like a cloak, wrapped in memories, every stroke. He's gone, but something lingers near in that coat hanging here. His coat still hangs there on the wall, a ghost in fabric standing tall. The moments caught, the times we dared. His coat still hangs there, unprepared to face the truth, to say farewell. His coat still hangs there, where he fell. Maybe one day I'll take it down, fold it softly, put it down. But for now it waits and stares, his coat still hanging in the air. His coat still hangs there on the wall, a silent story to recall. In every thread a love declared. His coat still hangs there, unprepared. Until I'm ready I'll let it be. His coat still hangs there, haunting me. Mulberry Lane. My heels click slow. His coat was gray. He smiled once, then looked away. We stood beneath the cafe sign where jazz once danced through cheap red wine. That was the last kiss on Mulberry Lane, soft as a secret, sweet as pain. He held my hand, but not my name, and never walked that street again. The trumpets sighed, the windows cried. Her car passed by, but dreams don't drive. He left me where the lamplight bends, with lipstick notes and bitter ends. He said he'd write. He never did, just left me with a box he hid. Inside a note for rainy days. I read it now in smoky haze. That was the last kiss on Mulberry Lane, soft as a secret, sweet as pain. The night still hums that phantom tune, but I've grown old beneath the moon. Saxophone tears on vinyl crackle, footsteps echo, hearts unravel. If love's a ghost in candlelight, then he still haunts my dreams each night. That was the last kiss on Mulberry Lane, soft as silence, cold as rain. Some love just lives inside refrain, a whispered name, a window pane. Mulberry Lane, where I lost him and kept the pain. You words I'd never sent, folded tight with my intent, ink and tears on every page, stories locked inside my cage. The mailbox waits, the silence loud, your name's a whisper in the crowd. These letters hold my heart's refrain, but you never read the pain. Letters he never read, words that linger, left unsaid. In the quiet they remain, echoes of love and silent pain. Though he's gone and far away, my letters wait another day. I trace the lines, I hear a voice, a faded echo, no choice. If only you could understand the longing held within my hand. No stamps, no seals, just hopes I send to a love that might not mend. But still I write and still I plead for you to hear what I need. Letters he never read, unopened words inside my head. In the shadows they still lie, waiting for a last goodbye. Though he's gone and far away, my letters wait another day. Maybe someday you'll turn the page, find the words, unlock the cage. Till then I'll keep these letters near, a silent love forever clear. Letters he never read, voices from the past instead. Though the silence fills the air, my love's alive, forever there. Though he's gone and far away, my letters wait another day. Moonlight brushed the window pane, soft and sweet like his last name. We danced beneath a silver tune, but oh, that moonlight left too soon. He held my hand, the world stood still, a breath, a wish, a silent thrill. The night was young, the stars in bloom, but shadows crept into the room. Moonlight left too soon, like a jazz song fades in June. Love was warm, then slipped away with the night that wouldn't stay. Now I wait in this cocoon, since moonlight left too soon. His laughter lingered in the breeze, a ghost among the willow trees. But morning came with no goodbye, just aching stars across the sky. No promises, no long embrace, just candle smoke and empty space. A kiss that vanished with the dew, and all that's left is missing you. Moonlight left too soon, vanished like a lover's tune. Time stood still, then turned to gray, and love just wandered far away. I hummed the melody we knew, since moonlight left too soon. Would he have stayed if dawn had paused, if silence hadn't found a cause? But all I have is what we dreamed, and how it slipped right through the seams. Moonlight left too soon, carried off by some old croon. I sing alone in this old room, where shadows hold his faint perfume. And every night I miss the tune, since moonlight left too soon. Coffee's cold, the sun won't rise, curtains drawn on last goodbyes. The morning hums an empty song, and everything feels faintly wrong. The teacups chipped, your chair is bare, just echoes dancing through the air. The petals fell like passing time, once soft, now sharp, a silent crime. No more roses on the table, no more notes in morning light. All that's left are wilted fables and a name I don't recite. Love once bloomed but turned unstable. No more roses, no more night. I used to wake to find them there, a red reminder someone cared. But now the vase is cracked and dry, and I just ask the quiet why. Your shadow fades behind the glass, like smoke from dreams that couldn't last. You used to say love needs routine, now silence lives where we have been. No more roses on the table, no more steps outside my door, no more waiting, no more fables, no soft knock at 4:30. Love once danced, now it's unstable. No more roses anymore. Maybe love is just a flower, wilting slowly hour by hour. Even blooms in crystal clear lose their scent when no one's near. No more roses on the table, no more songs to hum in bed, just the stillness cold and stable where your sweetest words once led. I still sit but I'm not able, no more roses day. No night lamp flickers, whispers low, where once your words would gently glow. But silence fell like autumn leaves and left me nothing to believe. Your coat is gone, your tie undone, no shadows dancing with the sun. You used to leave sweet lines in ink, now all I have is time to think. No notes on the pillow, no lipstick trace, no sign. The morning holds the hollow where your promises reclined. Was it just a dream you borrowed? No more letters left behind. The sheets are cold, the bed too wide, where laughter used to love to hide. Your scent still lingers in the thread, a ghost of things you never said. Did you mean to leave so quiet? No curtain call, no lover's riot, not even sorry, not take care, just wrinkled sheets and empty air. No notes on the pillow, no scribbled hearts or lies, not even a tomorrow, no truth to soften goodbyes. You left like a fading shadow, no more words beneath the skies. Maybe love is made of paper, folded lines we hope endure. But when the pen runs dry with silence, the heart forgets what once was sure. Just echoes in the seams. The bed still holds your outline in the corners of my dreams, but inkless goodbyes are shallow, no notes, just torn routines. You took my hand near the sink, the radio hummed in low-pitched swing, barefoot spins on linoleum floors, laughter bouncing off cabinet doors, coffee cups, the morning sun, a vinyl crackle, and we won. We danced between the toast and jam, in faded light, no stage, no glam. One last dance in the kitchen, under flickering yellow light. No ballroom shoes, no grand admission, just holding on through the night. Now the tiles are cold and quiet, but I still feel your rhythm right. You twirled me by the old fridge hum to melodies of what we'd become. Even as the world grew still, we danced like time would bend to will. Then one night you let me go. The kettle whistled soft and low. You kissed my cheek, then turned around and left no music, not a sound. One last dance in the kitchen, in pajamas and no shoes. A waltz among the dishes before we both could lose. Now I sway in silent motion where we once moved as two. Takes me where we were before. I close my eyes, you're back again, just swaying in the warmth back then. One last dance in the kitchen with the fridge light glowing gold. You held me like a promise that even time couldn't hold. Now the silence keeps repeating, song that's grown too old. By the door, still waiting, like it thinks you're coming home. Dust has gathered on its laces, but it stands there all alone. Your coat's not on the hanger, but your ghost still haunts the floor. And I keep stepping round that one shoe by the door. I tried to box up all the memories, pack the frames and shut the blinds, but that single worn-out slipper keeps undoing what I've tried. It's just leather cloth and silence, but it speaks of something more, of all the things you left with one shoe by the door. One shoe by the door. No note, no call, no sound, just echoes on the hardwood where we used to spin around. You didn't leave a warning, just the pieces of before, and that quiet little marker, one shoe by the door. Your laughter's in the hallway still, in the creaks and distant hum. I talk to empty rooms these days where once your songs were sung. I could throw that shoe out someday, but I'd miss the metaphor of how you half left loving me with one shoe by the door. Maybe love's not shattered glass, but lonely only things that stay. A half-used mug, a midnight tide, the shoe you left that day. One shoe by the door, a relic of goodbye. I dust it off, then walk away, but turn back every time. 'Cause letting go completely still feels like giving more. When your memory lives quietly in one shoe by the door.